I have been waiting to do this one until Steph SABRAW could come back and shoot this with me. Book of Boba Fett pitch meeting from Pitch Meeting's YouTube channel. Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Kaway, joined by the one, the only, the Steph, the SABRAW.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
What up?
And so, yes, Book of Boba Fett pitch meeting. I thought this show was fine. It was, you know, it's a show. It just was footnotes of a show. Like many of the Disney Plus shows, it was just a footnotes of a show. And it didn't even adhere to the title because like 2 of the episodes weren't about Boba Fett whatsoever. But it was entertaining, I guess. You know, the Power Rangers on bikes, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I liked the show. I totally get the issues
I am on
with
the
it.
opposite side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay, you pray tell, go ahead.
I thought that the show had great moments. Obviously, the 2 Mandalorian-centered episodes were excellent. Like, I know that that's part of the problem is that it's a Boba show, but the fact that those episodes did exist, they were great episodes.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite Din Djarin content. And I feel like there was a lot that I liked out of it. You know, like I felt like the finale wrapped it up well, but I do definitely hear the pain and anguish in some people that were waiting for this big bad Boba that we didn't get.
I liked Mulan, so Mulan parkour.
I love Fennec Shand. Protect her at all costs.
So, you have a new Star Wars show for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be about this badass space bounty hunter in Mandalorian armor dealing with bad guys. Okay, we already have that show. Yeah, no, that's true, but this one would be about Boba Fett. Oh, people love that character and that thing he did in the original trilogy where he was, you know, briefly in it. Oh yeah, so it was like an origin story or something? Because he fell into a Sarlacc pit and died. Oh, well no, actually, see, he didn't die. At the beginning of this, we find out he survived. Wow, how'd he get out of the Sarlacc pit? By getting out of it. That makes sense, actually. That was a good strategy on his part. Yeah, so it seems like his armor helped him survive, but then some Jawas steal it from him and leave him for dead. Friggin' Jawas. And then he gets picked up by some Tusken Raiders. Friggin' Tusken Raiders. No, he actually ends up becoming friends with them. Oh, he does. Yeah, so see, the show's actually gonna follow Boba Fett in his new role as a crime boss on Tatooine, right? Right. But whenever he takes a dip in a Bacta tank, we're gonna see flashback dreams and nightmares and stuff of him bonding with the Tuskens. Oh, watching an older man have nightmares while bathing is tight. Okay. And so what kind of important stuff are we learning from these flashbacks? A little baby lizard latched onto his brainstem, and so he walked around and got a cool branch and made it into a pointy stick with his new friends. Oh. All right, so now he's got a pointy stick and he's learned the value of friendship or something. Anyway, all his friends die. Oh my God. We're also gonna flash back to when he's...
That's basically how the show treated it. He made all these friends and then they died.
No names.
And moving on.
It was sad.
That's basically how it felt. Like you got to know these people and then wow, it's
yeah,
gone.
I like loved the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
If they were gonna make them a part of it, I wanted more.
Yeah.
He saved Fennec Shand's life and asked for her help. Help to do what? To go back inside the Sarlacc pit to get his armor. He wants his armor back. Didn't you say he crawled out of the Sarlacc pit with his armor in the first episode? Oh yeah, whoops, whoopsie. So anyway, they become friends and go to become crime bosses on Tatooine. What kind of crimes are they gonna do? Not a single one. Oh, okay. They mostly walk around town trying to get people to respect them, but nobody does because there's like 4 of them. Yeah, that's a pretty tiny crime boss team. But at a certain point, they're gonna hire this young gang of cool-looking cyborgs. And what's their deal? Well, they look like they're from Back to the Future too, and they have these very colorful Vespa scooter things. It doesn't feel like it fits with the vibe or look of Tatooine at all. Yeah, but counterpoint, colors are fun to look at. I like to look at them. That is a good point. I like purple. So they're gonna have this big old chase scene with the mayor's assistant. It's gonna be super slow-paced. Very exciting. Wait,
Exactly.
did you say slow-paced? And they find out the mayor's working with these bad guys called the Pikes. Uh-oh. Yeah, so there's a war coming to town. Oh boy. Anyway, so then Mando's gonna be trying to use that dark saber.
Didn't you think it was super slow looking? It was so slow. I was like, I don't know how you enjoyed that. I was so mad. I'm just like, can they like add like some kind of thing to make it feel faster? I mean, they did such a good job in episode 6, and that was like 25, 30 years ago. Return of the Jedi.
Some of it was slow, definitely. I don't know. I was trying not to be too nitpicky with this show.
Earlier, Steph SABRAW came out of the bathroom to sit down. I was like, whoa, because it was faster than that shit.
Oh my God! Whoa, slow down.
Yeah, exactly. Calm down, Steph. You're like a speeder up in this bitch.
Oh, the Power Rangers.
Does this look like a NASCAR rally place? No.
Yeah, vroom vroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so then Mando's gonna be trying to use that dark saber he has, but he's not super good at it. Wait, Mando? Yeah, you know, Din Djarin, played by Pedro Pascal. So anyway, he's gonna be. Oh, hold on, that's a different show. That's The Mandalorian. Yeah, well, see, I was getting kind of bored, and I really like The Mandalorian, so I figure we do a couple episodes of that show. Where's Boba Fett gonna be? Yeah, it doesn't matter. He'll be off screen doing something or other. What's the show called again? The Book of Boba Fett. But he's not in several of the episodes. Yeah, no, he's Baby Yoda will be though. Oh, my little green money baby. And freaking Luke Skywalker too, who sometimes looks like a real person. Nice. Anyways, we're gonna spend a solid.
Oh my God. I got so much shit for being upset about the last episode of Mandalorian when they dropped Luke in the show, and I was like, what? And he looked so bad. And people gave me so much shit. They're like, it looks fine. It looks fine. What are you expecting? It looks fine. And then like all these people came out on YouTube showing like deep fakes and their version of it. I'm like, yo, a couple of dudes on YouTube made it look better than Disney and all its fucking money. So I tell you what, and like here, I actually thought it was an improvement.
It definitely was an improvement. I think they hired one of the people from YouTube.
I think they hired someone from VFX Artists React, actually, a Corridor Crew. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me.
There was an improvement on this, Luke, for sure. It's hard though. Like, I don't think anyone's gotten it perfect.
Yeah.
20 minutes on Mando putting together a new ship. Why? Because he needs a new ship. All right. And then Luke's gonna give Baby Yoda a choice, you know, either continue your Jedi training with me or go back with the Mandalorian. What does he choose? Well, he chooses to go back with Mando because he likes him a lot. So the whole main storyline of the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, trying to get this Baby Yoda to a Jedi, that's just kind of undone in 2 episodes of a different show. Yes, well, okay then. So then finally Mando joins Boba Fett and it's time for war against the Pikes. Oh boy. So Boba Fett is like, well, I guess we could go set up in this bunker type thing that I have, but then one of the cyborg kids is like, no, we're gonna stand up and fight right here in the busy part of town where all the people are. That doesn't make any sense. So Boba Fett's like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. It doesn't though. Yeah, well, that's gonna be kind of a recurring thing in this show. Boba Fett's gonna order people to do stuff and they're gonna be like, no, and he's gonna be like, okay, really?
Yes,
so
exactly.
Big old war on the streets of Tatooine. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow. And one of the cyborg kids gonna do a little spin move before shooting. It's gonna look very cool, possibly. Why would he do that? Because maybe it'll look cool. It might. I don't know. What tactical advantage does doing a little spin give him? Well, now he'll be, I don't know, dizzy, I guess, before aiming. Listen, sir, he's gonna do a spin move, all right? I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about it. Okay, let me get off of that little thing of yours. And then there are gonna be these droids with massive shields, and they start firing all over the place. Uh-oh. And everybody's shooting at these shields, but they're impenetrable. So why bother shooting? Unclear. And so Boba Fett is like, these droids are gonna destroy the city if we don't stop them. Yeah, man, well, it sounds like that's gonna be hard to do. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, he goes-
I completely missed this line because I was thinking about the last thing he said. It just stunned me how stupid that is. They're repeatedly shooting at these monster-sized robots that have shields with no indication that the shields are, you know, dying. No indication that the shields are wearing down. And they just keep shooting at it.
That scene was a problem. The spin scene, I remember vividly. And, you know, like when I watch stuff, I like kind of am looking for things that I enjoy. And that was even hard for me to be like, wait, why do you just spin?
Why are you doing this to me?
Why are you shooting at that?
Please stop doing this to me. I'm trying to enjoy this. It's like when a girl introduces teeth. It's like, what? Why you?
Keep you on your toes.
Exactly. That definitely keeps you on your toes because you're trying to get out of the situation. Just like,
Unclear. And so Boba Fett is like, these droids are gonna destroy the city if we don't stop them. Yeah, man. Well, it sounds like that's gonna be hard to do. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, he goes to get this big old Rancor that he knows and learned how to ride off screen, and this thing starts destroying the city. I guess that's helpful. And with the help of the Rancor, they get those freaking shields down. So now everybody can fire on the droids. Yeah, but no, they're gonna stop shooting the droids at this point now that the shields are down. What? Why? Unclear. And so then Boba Fett's gonna have a big showdown with Cad Bane. Wait, who's Cad Bane? Oh, he's like the big bad guy of the show. We're gonna introduce him in like the before to last episode. I feel like if you want this showdown to have any weight, you should maybe introduce him earlier and spend some time building up this rivalry of theirs. Well, fans of the Clone Wars know this is a pretty big deal. What about other people? No. Maybe we should, there's not really time for it, sir. But we're gonna spend 2 episodes episodes with the Mandalorian. Yeah, and 20 minutes of one of those episodes is him building a ship that he wants. Okay, but maybe we cut down a little on that stuff and spend more time building up the protagonist and the antagonist. No. Oh, okay. And so Boba Fett wins, and now he's a good guy with a heart of gold. Alright, that's not really Boba Fett's deal. Just an old softy who has dreams in his bathtub and goes around town suggesting things and then just doing whatever the other person wants to do. Alright, so what do you think? Well, listen, I think it sounds like some content for sure. It is, yeah. I mean, if we have the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda in the finale, I don't see how people could not like it.
Wow. 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 Jurassic World, Dominion, and now this. What's the world coming to?
No, we are not going to put this on the same level as Dominion.
Well, Dominion was louder.
This had way more good parts about it.
Yeah, when Baby Yoda showed up.
I love Baby Yoda.
You know?
Anything with Baby Yoda, I'll eat it up. Yeah, it was like the one part I didn't agree with. Like, I like that we gave Baby Yoda a choice. It doesn't negate the entire 2 seasons for me of Mandalorian.
That's, you know, I mean, it's kind of hilarious though. It's like the whole point of those 2 seasons was getting him to a master of some kind, and you are kind of just undoing that.
But if you put Daddy Din in the picture,
Yeah.
I'm choosing him too.
No, I get it. I mean, that's, yeah, everyone loves the bond between them, and it's a fun show to say the least. I did definitely want way more out of Book of Boba Fett than I got. Everything he explained here in this pitch meeting are things I either in passing or in full force complained about.
Yeah.
You know, like either to an absurd degree complained about or just at least made a passing remark about, because it just stood out to me as kind of weird. Okay, the Rancor destroying the city was the only one I didn't comment on. And when he said it, I was like, yeah, that is kind of odd. He's like annihilating the city. It's like, what is it called? Using a jackhammer to, not a jackhammer, but like a sledgehammer to kill a fly or something. What's the saying? I forget. You know what I'm saying?
Something very aggressive.
You know?
I do a show called Sith Council. We talk about Star Wars, like deep dive all the time, and one of my biggest problems with it was the fact that when they showed us the trailer, we got that crime boss feel, right? And I was like, let's go. This is gonna be like mafia style, like Goodfellas with Star Wars. I can't wait. Like, I love bounty hunters. Like, there's so many cool ones in both the comics and that we've seen. Like, I love Cad Bane from Clone Wars, and we also got Cad Bane in Bad Batch, so I thought he was gonna come. And we didn't get that in the show, though. It wasn't like they didn't do, like, when he was like, but they're not gonna commit any crimes. They didn't. And you're like, what? Boba?
Exactly. Stupid. Silly. It was odd to me. He's like, this is supposed to be this gangster. I thought that each episode was gonna be, well, not this show. I thought we were going to get something entirely different that was sort of like a mafia show, you know? But set in Tatooine. I thought that was a cool premise.
Same, because there's that shot in the trailer that I'll never forget, because this is what like made me bite in so like excitedly about this show, was when they're all at the table with a lot of different bounty hunters we've seen before in different forms. Yeah. And I thought we were going to get like this relationship between the crime bosses and like getting to know each of their motives and who screwed over who. And then it's like not until the, I think, penultimate episode do we get that shot of them all around the table, and you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. That frustration you're feeling, that's real. That's real. That was the whole time. Yeah. Like, where is that?
Yeah.
Where is this show that it was pitched to me? Because that's what I thought. You know, I enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I got the same thing there. I thought I was going to get, like, Lethal Weapon with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Instead, I got, you know, do better. So I'm just like, it's fine. I don't mind that show. I just wish I knew what I was getting. I was pitched Lethal Weapon. I was pitched Rush Hour. But you know what I mean? It's like it came out as it was a different program than I was pitched, than I was sold. And so this was the same thing. It's like I was sold on this idea of someone who's coming into Tatooine and like muscling, you know? Disney has this issue that they've been dealing with for a while where they're taking villains and they're making them not. And I don't understand that. You know, like Maleficent wasn't that bad. I'm like, she was the villain of Sleeping Beauty. Why can't she just be a villain? Why can't it be an origin story about a villain and make her the villain? That's cool. That's actually a cool idea, Disney. That would be bold. It'd be different. And they did the same thing not that long ago with something else. I forgot what it was. It's happening all the time now.
Yeah, I like with people were worried about that with Reva and Obi-Wan. That is kind of what happened in a sense. Like you're getting these villains introduced with the idea Hux was the same in Star Wars. Like for whatever reason they turned to
Cruella DeVille. That's what it was. Like it's a whole movie about Cruella DeVille, and I'm like, yo, she murders dogs. I don't know how
she skins them.
I don't know. I don't think they're alive afterwards. I don't understand how we have a movie about someone who's a dog murderer, and in this day and age, that's worse than killing people, you know?
In America.
In America. As I don't understand how we have a movie about her as a protagonist in a good way. Anyway, that's what happens a lot, and that's what this show became. It's like, no, that's not cool. Like, what's cool is he's a bad dude, you know?
Yeah, and they didn't even need to make him a bad dude, like, bad in, like, badass, I feel like, is what the least they could have done with him.
Yeah.
But they like domesticated him in a lot of ways.
They totally domesticated him.
And I think that they have a problem.
Some white lady got their hands on Boba Fett is what happened.
As a community organizer, HOA, they're like, but I think that I personally would love Star Wars to start moving away from legacy characters, because I think they're running into this problem right now where we're committed to a character that we fell in love with whenever you started Star Wars, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then you're like, huh? Like Disney Plus era, you're like, whoa, okay.
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
There's a comedian who I've spoken to a few times. His name is Nimesh Patel. He said he's more afraid of white ladies than anything. He's like, you drop white ladies into Afghanistan, that'll stop the war real fast. Like,
yes. Yes.
They will gentrify that shit.
Yep. Starbucks will be built in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be like, dirt? What?
Send white ladies over there with their Yorkies and it'll be a wrap real quick.
Clutch the pearls.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that nonsensical banter. So subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. Subscribe to Pitch Meetings as well. There's a link in the description below if you want to click on that link, give the original upvote, subscribe to them from there. And STEPH SABRAW on the social media if you want to follow her, stalk her, and let her know that she's cool. All right, that's it for now. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
STEPH SABRAW.
Peace out.